semuanya, Assalamualaikum. Kembali lagi di video reaction saya kali ini guys, oke? Mudah-mudahan semuanya sehat selalu. Nah, kali ini saya mau tengok video tentang ini ya. Diplomat Muda Indonesia Silvany Pasaribu serang balik PM Vanuatu soal isu Papua. Ini satu lagi gitu ya, diplomat muda dari Indonesia yang berani membidas balik PM Vanuatu soal isu Papua ini. Wah, di sidang PBB juga ini, oke? So, jangan lama-lama lagi, mari sama-sama tengok video ini. Let's go.
I call on a representative of Indonesia.
Ini di PBB ya. Selain daripada
Madam President,
Narama Sister.
I'm taking the floor to exercise Indonesia's right of reply to the
Indonesia.
statement made by Vanuatu. It is shameful that this single country continues
Dengan
to have
tatapan mata
excessive
gitu.
and unhealthy
Dengan sangat
obsession
tegas.
about how Indonesia should act or govern itself. Frankly speaking, I'm confused. How could a country try to teach others while missing the point of the whole fundamental principles of the United Nations Charter?
Vanuatu ya.
Let me tell them the following. To do what is right is to respect the principles of non-interference in the domestic affairs of other countries.
Lihat ya,
And to do what
bagaimana
is
dia
right,
ini eye contact-nya.
It is to respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of other countries. So until you have done so, please keep the sermon to yourself.
Simpan saja ceramah itu untuk Anda
Madam
sendiri.
President,
Vanuatu ya, PM
The
Vanuatu.
President of Indonesia
Kena skakmat terus.
stated a few days ago in this great hall of nations, and I quote, "We must promote a win-win approach in building relations among states that is mutually beneficial." Unquote. Indeed, such a call was echoed by world leaders throughout this prominent week. But this ignorant country chooses the contrary.
Ini sudah ada 2 diplomat muda Indonesia ya
At
yang
times
tegur
of an
PM
emergency
Vanuatu.
health crisis and great economic adversity, it prefers to instill enmity and sow division by guising their advocacy for separatism with flowery human rights concern.
Isu Papua
Indonesia,
yang disentuh oleh
comprising
PM
of more
Vanuatu.
than hundreds of ethnic groups, a diverse and multicultural nation with thousands of tribes and hundreds of local languages, spreading across more than 17,400 islands, is committed to human rights. We value diversity, we respect tolerance, and everybody has the same right in this third largest democratic country in the world. We have also promoted and protected human rights where each individual has the same rights under the law. Furthermore, we have ratified the International Convention on the Elimination of all forms of racial discrimination. While interestingly, Vanuatu has not even signed it. And how could one talk about promoting the right of indigenous people when it does not even sign the International Covenant on Economic, Social,
internasional
and Cultural Rights, the core human
tentang
rights
hak ekonomi,
instrument?
sosial dan budaya. Oke.
This actually raises the question, do they really care about indigenous concern? More importantly, Vanuatu has not signed and ratified the Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhuman, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment. We call on the government of Vanuatu to please fulfill your human rights responsibility to your people and to the world.
Huh. Langsung
Madam
ya,
President.
ditegur, dipidas langsung.
The accusation of human rights is typical. A tall tale that they sell and stage over the years in the hall. Let me tell them, you are no representation of the people of Papua. And stop fantasizing of being one. Papuans
sangat jelas.
are Indonesians. All of us play an important role in the development of Indonesia, including on the island
Semua
of
ada
Papua.
peran penting.
Madam President, the principles of the UN Charter, which Vanuatu clearly does not seem to understand, stipulates the respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. Indonesia will defend itself against any continuing advocacy of
Indonesia akan melawan.
separatism conveyed under the guise of artificial human rights concern. The provinces of Papua and West Papua are irrevocable parts of Indonesia since 1945. It has also been firmly endorsed by the United Nations and the international community decades ago. It is final, irreversible, and permanent. I thank you, Madam President.
Sudah ini itu kan. Oke. Oke guys, itulah dia satu lagi jawaban tegas daripada diplomat muda Indonesia, yaitu Silvany Pasaribu. Sebelum ini saya sudah react yang Naramasista ya. Yang kali ini ada lagi nih diplomat muda Indonesia yang menegur kembali gitu ya, membidas kembali pernyataan PM Vanuatu dengan sangat tegas, lantang, dengan eye contact-nya terhadap PM Vanuatu gitu, yang menyentuh soal isu Papua gitu kan, HAM. Banyak juga gitu ya diplomat-diplomat muda Indonesia di sidang PBB gitu kan, hebat. So, terima kasih banyak sebab kamu sudah menonton video ini. Jangan lupa macam biasa untuk support channel saya dengan subscribe, like video ini, dan jangan lupa untuk komen juga, oke? Terima kasih banyak dan kita jumpa lagi di video seterusnya. Assalamualaikum.